get affected by this? What are you expecting?
So it's a bit early to know, Maria. It's of course extremely sad and a very tragedy to see what's happening to Ukraine and to people in Europe that are very scared right now. I hope this will be solved quickly. If you look at it, this is not a very large country, so this is not a big impact to us if it stays contained to Ukraine.
Okay. The world, of course, has been suffering from COVID-19 now for almost 2 years to the date when we first started worrying about this pandemic. Where are we in the pandemic? You made some comments last week in terms of being on the tail end as the CEO of one of the most important companies in this pandemic. Where are we in this pandemic today, Stefan?
So I think that there's an 80% chance, Maria, that we are moving into an endemic setting, so that's going to look like flu, meaning people at high risk will need an annual booster, or people who don't want to be sick. No.
There's a time bomb ticking. Over 70% of over 45.
Like I've been taking a flu shot for the last 20 years, not because I was afraid of getting hospitalized, because I'm pretty healthy, just because I didn't want to be sick. And that's, I think, what's going to happen, an annual booster, which is why, we're working on adding flu to our COVID vaccine in a single dose, and then adding more viruses like RSV and others that get people sick or hospitalized or dying. I think there's a 20% chance that we might have a new variant that is more virulent, causing more disease than what we had with Omicron. I think it's maybe a 20% chance. We should never forget that Delta, despite coming after Alpha, was more virulent than Alpha. So I think it's a low likelihood scenario. We put it around 20%, but we should not forget it. So we're continuing to stay vigilant and to follow every variant of concern so that we're ready to help as many people as we can.
People are confused about the booster shots. A lot of changing information, of course, the CDC extending the period that people should wait between shots. What can you tell us about that booster shot? Moderna has been working on a booster shot specifically targeting Omicron.
That's correct, Maya. As soon as the Omicron variant appeared, we raced after it. Within hours, we basically designed a new vaccine specific to Omicron. It's now in clinical studies in the US and in the UK. And this morning we are announcing actually a new vaccine candidate that has the old vaccine, the one on the market, the Wuhan strain, and the Omicron. So 2 mRNA molecules in one vial to provide a broader protection. So we want to be ready with anything that biology will throw at us by the time the fall comes, because I'm not too worried about the next few months in the spring, summer. I hope we should have, if we're in my 80% scenario, endemic setting, we should have a much better quality of life. But I worry about the fall because we're going to be indoor again. And also immunity is going to wane. I think what is hard for people who are not familiar with biology to really appreciate is that as you are older, your immune system is mostly protected by your antibodies. And antibodies go down over time. And so we should not forget that most people in the world have not been exposed for many years to COVID. Like we flu, think about you and I. When we are young teens and young adults, we've been exposed to flu a lot, either through infection or through vaccination. And so we build memory. But for COVID, you and I have no memory because we've never seen this virus before 2020. And so I think that's an important piece that people need to keep in mind, is that people that are at risk or older will need an annual protection.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but investors are watching this situation and looking at a blowout quarter that you have had.
Animal testing is used, and this can be controversial. There are various arguments both in favour and against animal testing. Pause the video while you think of some for both. The ones in favour of animal experiments might be experimenting on animals is acceptable if suffering is minimised in all experiments. Human benefits are gained, which could not be obtained by using other methods. And testing on animals could save human lives. And the ones against animal experiments might be it can cause suffering to animals. The benefits to human beings are not proven. Any benefits to human beings that animal testing does provide could be produced in other ways. And there are new technologies that supersede animal testing. 2 important features of human drug testing in stage 2 are placebos and blind or double-blind trials. All patients involved in clinical trials are given either the drug that is being tested or a placebo. A placebo looks like the drug being tested, but contains no active substances and would be expected to have no effect on patients. This is important because often just the suggestion that a medicine will make someone feel better causes an improvement. In a blind trial, the patients don't know whether they are taking the drug being tested or the placebo. In a double-blind trial, neither the researchers nor the patients know who is taking the placebo or the real drug. A computer program is used to randomly select which patient receives which medication. This information is not released from the computer program until the trial is over. Blinded trial. This means that more people can access the medicine. On average, it takes 12 years for a drug to be licensed. It takes so long because the testing involved is extensive, large-scale, rigorous, and carried out on a large number of individuals. All of this is done in order to guarantee the safety and effectiveness of the drug. In stage 1, animal testing is used, and this can be controversial. There are various arguments both in favour and against animal testing. Pause the video.
love on my tongue. She's the sweetest taste of sin. The more I get, the more I want. She wants to own me. Come closer, she says come closer. Oh, and I just can't go myself right under the spell. I can't make, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop. I just can't stop.
In a particular way, so please follow these instructions. Sit right back in your chair. Place your feet flat on the floor in front of you. Place your hands on your lap. Imagine a circle around your head with a radius of about a foot. This is your safety zone. Try and keep your head within that zone at all times. Your head must not touch that circle. And now remain in this position. Now, the film won't stick all of you, but it will stick those of you who are open to it, who allow it to work, those of you who have a well-balanced, bright, creative personality. And there'll probably come a point when you'll feel that you're either going to fight it or let it work. When that happens, just let yourself go with it. Just allow it to work. If you fight it, then it probably won't work, so it's kind of a waste of time even watching. Those of you with the best talent for responding to the film will find yourselves stuck, locked, glued, gelled, cemented, bonded, fused and welded into your seats. And the more you try in vain to unstick yourself harder and harder, the more you'll find yourself locking and sticking harder and harder into your seat. Think now which parts of your body are in contact with the seat. The tops of your legs, your back, perhaps your shoulders. Feel the weight of all of these. In a second, you will absorb the film. When you find yourself rigidly stuck, don't panic. Just allow yourself to enjoy it, to find it interesting while you try in vain to unstick yourself as hard as you can. And you can imagine now what that would be like, trying to unstick yourself harder and harder. Just enjoy it. It's a very odd sensation. Now, others around you may stand if you're watching with other people, which we found somehow concentrates the energy on you and then sticks you even more. So, take a deep breath in. And out. Again in. And out. We're now ready to play the film to you at that.
And the man says, kill yourself and Merry Christmas.